picture that you see in front of you is actually my first attempt of doing something freely without actually looking at the subject. And it was done in Costa Rica. We're down on the Pacific coast in Costa Rica. And the waves on that coast are stunning. They're extremely popular with serious surfers. And I just loved the huge movement of the wave and the colours that you can get on the outside and on the inside of the wave, in front of the wave. But I did it back at the house. And there was this wonderful freedom of the palette knife, the paintbrush, sweeping round on canvas, and then trying to remember the colours of the inside of the wave, and as the colours come on the middle of the wave, and the colour, of course, the white froth on the top of the wave. And I was really rather thrilled with the energy and the effort of that particular picture. Most of mine are of seascapes and estuaryscapes, rather like the one that my husband has done of the store on the east coast of England. And again, it's the colour of the water, the effect of wind on the water, the effect of tide and wind, and the water coming in and out, and the weather, because you can have a black estuary with an advancing storm, or you can have an absolutely tranquil, pale blue, azure, green water in front of you. So totally different. And this is the exciting thing, the colour that you can get round our coast, particularly the estuaries. Some of the other paintings that I've got on exhibition here in Molyneux are of the south coast of England, the Dorset coast. And there the sea is much deeper, and you get a much deeper blue. And that can be just as exciting because, you get the deep blue, you get the kingfisher blue, and maybe the white of the waves. And the coast on the Dorset coast is quite a lot of it is white chalk cliffs. And again, the contrast of the blue of the sea and the white of the cliffs is stunning, and is very, very, very exciting to try and recreate.
And what would you like to say about your process, how you work?
Yes, again, it's oil. I love the texture of oil. It's just like spreading butter on a canvas. And like my husband, I do mostly by palette knife nowadays. And as he said, the beauty is that it's so easy to clean. Palette knives, you just wipe it with a piece of kitchen roll and it's clean. Whereas with a brush, you have the business of trying to get the paint out of the brush and so on. But I do use a brush sometimes. But it's mostly by palette knife. And the exciting thing about oil is that, if you find that you haven't put the right colour on, you can change it, because you can put a different colour on top. Or you can scrape the paint off and start again. It's very exciting, very exciting. So the colour is wonderful, and this is what excites me most, the colour in the landscape and the atmosphere. And one of the other things that I used to enjoy very much was the human face, doing a portrait of the human face. And again, I remember my sister, but indeed there's green in the face sometimes. There's green, there's purple, there's brown, there's black, there's all sorts of things.
Our skin is very reflective, isn't it?
That's right, which is again, is so exciting. And it's the eye of the artist is so individual and can pick up colour, which maybe other people can't see, but the whole of it makes, I hope, makes an exciting picture.
This is definitely an exciting way. Well, did you think of the sort of the Japanese wave? Because it kind of reminds me of the very famous wave, the Japanese wave.
Oh,
where
yes.
It's the same kind of great roll and catching that motion.
Yes.
And it's about the nicest thing I could say, because I really love that work. And this is definitely a big success. So we are going to and then my last question before we go away is, what is water to you?
Water, for most of my life, I have lived near estuaries or the sea, and so water is totally part of me. I cannot imagine living away from water. And it's, again, the continual movement of water. And even here in Molyneux, we are sitting near a beautiful little stream, river, small river, and just stand tranquilly and watch the movement of the water going down and onto the bridge and away. And a little while ago, I was watching some trout. They're so clever, in the water, against the gentle stream, but there and beautiful and transparent. Water is so important, and of course water is absolutely essential to life. Which reminds me, I'm getting very thirsty. Water is absolutely essential to life.